Human infancy begins in a state of absolute survival. The drive to acquire and protect assets is immediate, resulting in a natural instinct for resource hoarding and self-isolation to ensure personal needs are met. This manifests in the specific tensions found in any nursery. One child wants the ice cream all alone, a brother grabs a balloon before anyone else can reach it, and a toy car becomes the center of a physical struggle at the Best Buy bar. These moments create a state of localized chaos. This presents a hurdle for the development of any community. We must find a way to socialize a creature driven by the impulse to fight over a toy duck, transforming them into a cooperative member of a larger group. The transcript of the Nomad Kids song "Sharing is Caring" provides a chronological map of this transformation. It operates as a sequence for social integration, moving through specific behavioral milestones. The text is organized into two distinct phases. It begins with the individual's first interactions and scales up into a massive, interconnected city grid, demonstrating how small-scale cooperation forms the foundation of a broader societal structure. The first phase addresses micro-conflicts. These are localized instances of resource scarcity, such as a single ice cream scoop or a lone toy car, where two individuals compete for the same limited asset. The text resolves this through physical division. By splitting the ice cream scoops, one here, one there, the child is taught to physically partition a finite resource to end the conflict. This requires transactional empathy. The child must perform the cognitive work of recognizing a rival's need and concluding that surrendering a portion of their own resource is the most efficient path to peace. This refrains the act of sharing. Rather than viewing the division as a loss of half their ice cream, the child is taught to see it as an investment in emotional stability. The song uses specific linguistic rewards to reinforce this. Phrases like "let the happy grow" and "when smiles fix it" provide an immediate positive feedback loop for the act of surrendering a resource. This loop demonstrates how sharing functions as a social technology. It provides a reliable method for transforming localized competition into interpersonal stability. There is a limit to what individual sharing can accomplish. Certain crises reach a scale where splitting a toy or a scoop of ice cream is no longer a viable solution. The text shifts its focus here to address major societal threats: a criminal evading capture, a house fire that cannot be contained by a single family, and medical emergencies. At this level, the song introduces the rescue protocol. This is the moment a society transitions from individual acts of kindness to formalized, large-scale responses to physical danger. It introduces specialized community personnel, police, firefighters, and doctors, who are deployed to neutralize threats that individuals cannot handle alone. This represents the concept of delegated authority. It demonstrates that a functional society builds systemic safety nets to protect everyone when personal resources and conflict resolution reach their limit. These two halves of the song, replacing a popped balloon and extinguishing a burning house, are driven by the same psychological impulse to restore equilibrium. In both scenarios, the phrase "now it's all right" indicates the disruption is managed and balance has returned. The repetitive, urgent phrasing of "rescue, mescue" is designed to create a reflexive response. It trains the listener to view the distress of others as a signal for immediate action, rather than a moment for deliberation. The transition from sharing a toy to supporting an institutional rescue represents the evolution of personal empathy into a sense of civic responsibility. Whether the resource is a bright toy duck or a fleet of fire trucks, the underlying requirement is the same: the willingness to pool assets for the benefit of another. The logic used to divide a scoop of ice cream is the same logic that supports public infrastructure and social safety nets. These complex adult systems, including our laws and our collective funding, rely on the basic impulse to allocate personal resources for the benefit of the group. Maintaining a civilization requires the constant practice of these foundations. We do not grow out of the need to share our resources. We simply learn to apply that mandate to larger and more complex challenges.